now recognized as a historic accord, the oil concession agreement signed on May 29, 1933, by the then Saudi Finance Minister Abdullah Al-Suleiman and Lloyd Hamilton of the Standard Oil Company of California, was to ultimately determine the prosperity of Saudi Arabia. 70 years later, and still steward of the kingdom's oil and gas resources, Saudi Aramco has grown to become the world's largest energy supplier. Saudi Aramco's northern area oil operation extends from the Zuluf and Marjan oil field in the north down to the Qatif oil field in the south. Operating from the onshore and offshore facilities of Safaniya, Abu Ali, Sheba, Tanajib, and Ras Tanura, more than 2,600 employees perform a multitude of tasks involving operations, engineering, maintenance, well services, and administrative support on 15 onshore and offshore oil fields, and 27 hydrocarbon facilities with 5 support facilities. 4 key attributes define the corporate policy of Northern Area's oil operation: to safely and efficiently extract and produce oil and gas products, to fully develop the potential of its employees, to protect and preserve the environment, and to use the most sophisticated technology available. Due to the remote complexity of its operation, Northern Area is supported by the Aviation Department, which runs a daily passenger service using a fleet of 20 helicopters and 8 fixed-wing aircraft. In addition to a taxi boat service, the Marine Department provides an assortment of offshore services using self-propelled jack-up barges and diving vessels. The northern area is home to the largest crude oil reserves in the world. The world's largest gas oil separation plant is located onshore at Safaniya, while at Marjan stands one of the largest offshore gas compression facilities ever constructed. Here, 600,000 barrels of crude oil and 350 million standard cubic feet of associated gas are processed daily. From Marjan, the crude oil and gas is sent through an 80-kilometer subsea pipeline to the Tanajib crude handling facility, where both are desalted and stabilized, and then pumped through onshore pipelines to the Ras Tanura refinery. A 6-mile trestle pipeline at Jumeirah provides a further terminal for the shipment of crude and LPG products to customers around the world.
We are here to serve both local and international customers. That's our job, to serve them.
With a reputation for getting things done, Northern Area is equipped to meet any challenge. The engineering department provides a variety of technical supports.
In addition to design, inspection, corrosion, and lab analysis, we develop applications to improve efficiency. We also upgrade and design new projects.
And to guarantee that things work properly and safely, the maintenance organization is forever watchful.
If a piece of equipment fails, it will disrupt production and lose the company money. That's why preventive maintenance is the key to avoid breakdowns.
This kind of philosophy is evident throughout every aspect of Northern Area's operations.
It doesn't matter if we are changing subsurface safety valves, doing pressure and temperature surveys, or providing additional support for drilling. Productivity is always in our mind.
The role of the drilling and workover department is twofold. First, to drill new wells, and second, to maintain existing wells, using its own fleet of rigs and support vessels. Being the largest offshore barge of its kind, ARB-1 is capable of lifting almost anything with its 500-ton crane.
Whether it is lifting subsea trunk lines, installing wool platforms, or replacing a single-point moorings, ARB-1 is our offshore workhorse.
If the need should arise, all offshore facilities have escape capsules equipped with life jackets, food rations, and are capable of holding up to 34 people. These escape capsules are launched and tested monthly.
It's not just about assigning people to any specific capsule. It's about how a capsule should be used in an emergency. We hold realistic drills, emphasizing the fact that training saves lives.
Forever mindful of the environment, Northern Area Oil Operation regularly inspects all of its offshore facilities, ensuring that current effluent discharge standards set by Saudi Aramco are upheld. In association with SCECO, Power Distribution Department maintains those essential power lines which supply Northern Area's operation with vital electrical energy. A high-speed communications network is provided by IT, using fiber optic cables to link computer workstations offshore and onshore. Constructed in the wilderness of the Rub al Khali Desert, the Sheba production facility produces in excess of 500,000 barrels of oil each day.
Sheba is just one example of Saudi Aramco pushing back the frontier. With the skilled staff and sophisticated horizontal drilling technology, we have been able to create an oil production facility that would have been impossible 15-20 years ago.
Connected to parallel computers, the entire Northern Area distribution operation is monitored by OSPAS from its central control room in Dhahran. But where does the real heart of the operation be? Symbolized by its Tanajib community, Northern Area's oil operation is its people. Whatever the job, exploration, onshore and offshore operations and maintenance, production and operations engineering, they jointly demonstrate a professional success, typified by Northern Area's training programs, learning centers, and its innovation awards presented each year.
We mustn't become complacent. It's a highly competitive world. Yes, we are the world's largest energy supplier, but if we want to remain the best, we've got to work at it. It's called staying ahead.
Since its humble beginnings in 1933, Saudi Aramco has increasingly grown in size, scope, and complexity. Today, using modern technology, Northern Area's oil operation continues to expand its oil and gas capabilities. And along with its highly motivated workforce, it can proudly say, the future is here, now.
I joined Saudi Aramco 29 years ago when I was 21. As apprentices, we were taught and learned our jobs. We began as trainees and ended up as leaders. We can now appreciate the effort and the amount of money that Saudi Aramco invested in our training. But there is something more. Our families, our friends share our sense of pride. They can see how our lives have been changed and enriched. This is all due to Saudi Aramco.